The littlest dinosaur sat by the river and dangled his toes among the water lilies. Suddenly, a frog landed on a lily pad between the littlest dinosaur's feet. Plip, plop, flip, flop. The frog hopped to another lily pad and looked back at the littlest dinosaur. Then he hopped to the next lily pad and the next, and looked back at him again. Carefully, the littlest dinosaur stepped onto the nearest lily pad. It wibbled and wobbled but didn't sink. Then he stepped carefully onto the next. When the frog saw that the littlest dinosaur was following him, he did a double backflip and clapped his hands. The littlest dinosaur was suddenly surrounded by frogs, somersaulting, hopping and diving among the lilies. Plip, plop, flip, flop. "This is fun!" cried the littlest dinosaur. "At last I have some friends my own size." He followed the frogs lily pad by lily pad across the river. Splish splash! When he reached the opposite river bank, there were wildflowers that stretched as far as he could see. Here there were no big clumsy dinosaurs to trample them, only bees buzzing and butterflies flitting from flower to flower. A butterfly landed on the littlest dinosaur's nose and opened its wings. "How beautiful you are," whispered the littlest dinosaur, and he walked on, surrounded by a cloud of brilliant butterflies. "It's such fun being small," he whispered to himself. He followed the butterflies, and they flitted from one sunny spot to the next. But soon there was no more sunlight. The butterflies were gone. There was nothing but dark forest. "Oh dear," thought the littlest dinosaur. "It's not fun being small in the dark, but I have the heart of a dinosaur. I must be brave. If I walk back the way I came, I will find my way out of here." But which way had he come from? He had run this way and that way, following the butterflies, and had lost all sense of direction. The littlest dinosaur looked around. All the trees looked the same, dark and spooky. The littlest dinosaur was frightened. Birds and bats flew squawking into the sky. Eyes watched from behind trees. The littlest dinosaur ran. He tripped and slipped and stumbled through the dark forest until he was so tired he could run no further. He crawled under the roots of a great tree and was just reminding himself that with the heart of a dinosaur he shouldn't cry, when he heard sobbing nearby. Looking around the back of the tree, the littlest dinosaur saw the oddest little creature he had ever seen. "I am so lost," cried the little creature. "Don't cry," the littlest dinosaur replied. "We'll be all right. You'll see." He put his arms around the little creature, and together they walked through the forest until the trees thinned and they could see the sky. Suddenly, it got very dark again, and a big, terrifying shape swooped across the sky. "Mummy!" cried the odd little creature. "Mummy!" The little creature's mummy landed with a crash and folded her great wings around her baby. Then she looked at the littlest dinosaur. His knees trembled and his heart thumped. "Come," the huge mummy said. "Let's get you home." With her baby and the littlest dinosaur clinging to her neck, she beat her great wings and soared over the forest. The littlest dinosaur pointed to the far river. Soon they were circling over the amazed faces of the littlest dinosaur's family, who were all very happy to see him. That night, snug in his bed, the littlest dinosaur dreamed of his big adventure and of his new friends, big and small. It had been a very exciting day.